Just wanted to give you guys a tour of my garden at the end of April, how everything is looking. This is a iceberg rose that we just bought from Home Depot for like 15 bucks. It's a white rose, and so I planted that in just a couple days ago. I took my serendipity allium and I split them into 4, and I planted them all throughout the garden because I heard it repels rabbits, and we do have real live rabbits in this garden that my dog chases after, and he at least catches 3 or 4 every winter and summer. Yeah, I know, it's gruesome. Here's my this is the Nepeta cat's pajamas. Yes, cat's pajamas, growing really well. This is its first whole year growing in my garden, so second year in my garden, but it'll be its 1-year growing season. I hope that makes sense. My grape hyacinths, I did not uncover them on time, and that's why I think they all died. I do have some that survived right here, but they have all these brown leaves on them. I don't know why, but these survived and they're growing. They were a beautiful purple. It reminded me of purple grape candy, and I decided to eat them. So only these have survived. I don't know if it's because I didn't uncover them on time, or I didn't cut back the old leafage. I'm not sure, but I did order some more. I ordered all of my spring blooming flowers just today, end of April, and they would be shipped out this fall for me to plant. So here's a apricot tulip that's trying to come back. They won't come back in its full glory though. This is a pink salvia. I think this is pink profusion. Here is a fake rabbit. And these violas that are just reseeded themselves and growing everywhere. I'm so happy. I love that. And I don't know what this is. It's either Nigella or foxglove. I don't know. It's not foxglove. It might be Nigella. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it and see what happens. It might be just weed. Here's some leftover of my white phlox. I think it's called Illuminary backlight phlox from Peru Winners. I took the whole bunch right here, split it into 2, and I planted them over by my rose garden across over there. So some more violas that I replanted. This is my Lady of Shalott rose from David Austin. I've had this one as long as I've had the Queen of Sweden, and this one, when I pulled it out and replanted it here, the root system was so small. So I don't know what happened over at its original location. Maybe it was just too much water, too moist, and it got root rot. I'm not sure, but I think it'll be happy here. It's more sandy over here and not as wet as over at the other end of my garden. Over here was where it was at. I think it's because my garden is kind of like at an angle, and all the water just rushes down here, so it is quite more wet down here. But I think it'll be more happy here. So let's see, wait, what happens? This is like a 3 or 4-year-old rose bush. Please, I don't want to give up on you, Lady of Shalott. Come on. I heard you're a very strong grower and prolific, so that's why I got you. Come on now. Yes, I do talk to my plants. My kids hate it. This is the Alnwick rose. It's doing well so far, I think. I'm a self-taught gardener, and so everything I'm just learning, I'm self-teaching myself. Here's some more of that serendipity allium, and then this is the beautiful Rald Dahl. I love this rose. It's strong, it's prolific, it's fast, and last year was its first year in my garden, and it gave me so many blooms, and it's huge. So I definitely recommend to grow the Rald Dahl. I did a lot of cleanup right here. Pulled out all of the grass such hard work. Oh my gosh, it was so labor intensive. But I took it all out, and then I fixed my peonies. I took out all the grass that was surrounding and growing into my peony hedge here, and then I covered it with grass clippings, and then I did a very good edging here and edged it really deep all the way down, and it looks so nice right now. I can't wait for these guys to bloom. This will be its first year. I created this hedge just last summer, and then I neglected it. So the last couple weeks I've been working really hard on fixing it, and then eventually I'll edge all of this too. On the outside where you see the white string, I'll edge all of that on the other side too. And then here's some more my sedum that's growing back. Some sweet romance lavender, which I love so much, so I got 2 of those from Home Depot, and I think they were $12.95. And then this is the one from last year. I don't have hopes for it. I don't think it's going to grow back. I kill every single lavender that I plant in my garden. I have not been able to succeed in growing them and having them come back. So yeah, that's my life story with lavender. It's a hate-love relationship. I love lavender, but they hate me. Oh, this one is so exciting. This is a new sedum I put in here, my garden. It's called Rock and Round Pop Star. So pretty, love it. And then here is my clematis. This one has not woken up yet. This one is called Henry. And then my peonies are waking up. So is my what is this one called? Royal Pink Oriental Lily. I got 2 sprouts this year, yay. Here's another of my peonies. This one is a new rose that I just got a couple weeks ago from a greenhouse that sells David Austin roses called Donahue, located in Minnesota and south of Minnesota. And yeah, it got a little sunburn, that's okay. But it's growing, thriving. It's called Distant Drums, and I'll put a picture up on the screen, but it is beautiful. It's zones 5 to, I don't know what it is. I'll put it up on the screen too, but we are right on the edge of zone 4 and 5. We're in zone 5A. And so I put it up against my house here to shelter it and to hopefully keep it, make sure that it has a warmer environment compared to like out in my garden, because I want this micro environment here to be nice and warm and safe for this rose bush to grow and to thrive. Here's my coral charm peony, always the first one to wake up and to grow and to bloom. Here's some more cat's pajamas. And then this is my new dawn. I hope it's alive. I fertilized it and put compost over it. So let's see how it does. Some sedum. And then these are the Fama Blue or White Scabiosa. I don't remember which one it is. But they are perennial. Probably a short-lived perennial is what I heard. And I grew them last year in my garden, and now I transplanted them over here, and they seem to be really happy. Here is, I do not succeed with growing these also. This is it's a daisy. It is Amazing Daisies, Daisy May, proven winners. I think I grew this one time and I failed. I put it close to the house here, hopefully to shelter and give it a warmer environment. I think it starts in zone 5 also, and so like I said, we're borderline with our zones, and so let's see if it'll grow back for me. I love this cat's pajama Nepeta. This one is always the biggest one out of all of them, doing so well. And let's see, here is another rose. This is the David Austin Princess Princess Alexander of Kent David Austin rose. It has huge trunks, so I'm really looking looking forward to it. I hope that it gets really big really fast too, like the Roald Dahl. So so this is just an update of this small part of my garden. Here is some sweet peas too that I'll be planting up probably today along the fence again. These are all seeds I collected from last year. Yeah, I'm gonna plant these guys up, the bigger ones. These small ones, I'm not sure, maybe I have to wait a little longer. These are the few. They're a little sunburnt and getting yellow. I don't know why. Here's some poppies that I planted, sprinkled it around. The salmon frosted poppy, and some winter sown lettuce. These are doing really good. And some chamomile. Chamomile always grows for me when I winter sow them. The rest of these guys failed. Don't know what happened. I think it was my watering. Probably dislodged the seeds. And my broccolis. And all the lettuce are growing. So that's it for this side of the garden. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I just wanted to give you guys an update of all my seedlings that I've started and how they're doing. It is the end of April, so we're getting very close to planting these out. Hopefully by mid-May, so I have to start getting them used to the environment outside and start doing that soon by bringing them outside. These are my comfrinas. They're doing really, really well. I'm very surprised. I can't wait to plant these out into the border of my gardens. These are caramel phlox. Let's see, cherry caramel phlox. They were planted in March. They're doing well too. I think this one might be trying to grow a flower. But yeah, I love it. This is my first time growing these. These are annual. They are root sensitive, and so that's why I have to grow them in these biodegradable pots. These are my nasturtiums. I will not be planting them like this again next year. I'll be just direct seeding them in the springtime because they have not succeeded growing like this for me the last few years. I'm starting them inside, so I will be starting them outside from now on. These are my habaneros. They're doing really well. I had to give them a trim because they started growing flowers and now they're branching. And then these are asters over here, and they're doing well. Some of them are curling. The leaves are curling. I don't know why. Those are asters. And then these are hollyhocks my husband wanted to grow. What are these called? Here, let me try to carefully move this. Turn it around. Do not drop it. Okay. What are they called? Sabrina hollyhocks. So I have these growing. These are more esters. And my violas are probably not going to succeed. I failed in growing them because I started them out in pots that were too big when I should have started them in the small 6-packs here. So they're my lesson there. These are squash. Yep, the butternut squash burpees. I grew them last year and they were delicious. I'm growing them again. These are my dahlia cuttings I talked about. These are more esters. More dahlia cuttings that are rooting. These are cosmos down here. I'm growing like 4 or 5 different variety of cosmos. They're a little leggy, but that's fine. I grew them last year too, and they are so fun to grow. Very easy to sprout. They sprouted really fast. These are more of the cherry phlox. These are the Russian status. Very pretty. And then these are calendula that I just started, and some Chinese forget-me-nots. A pink and blue variety. These are the scabiosas. They need light to germinate, and so that's why you can see the seedling, this little seeds right there. These are my peppers. What is this? Shishito? Yes, shishito peppers right here. And then jalapeno. Yep, jalapeno. And then these are the more shishito peppers. And then these are my sad tomato plants that started growing too big and getting stressed. So I cut off all of the yellow leaves, and then I cut off the top, and they're sprouting again. They're growing. I think they'll survive. Tomato plants are very prolific, and strong. Like, they don't die. Even though I started them too early, I trimmed them back, and they're still alive and growing. So I definitely recommend growing tomato plants. And these are fucking saucer vine. It got purple like this because it was under these lights over here, and I think it was too much lighting for it. I did not like it. So this one, I put it under these lights here, and it's doing fine. So I will have to remember to always keep it under these lights, which are different. It does not like the shop lights. So yep, that's an update of all my seedlings. All of the grass and shook off all the dirt, and yeah, and then mulched it with the grass clippings, and everything is done, nicely edged. Whew, that took the whole day to complete. I'm not gonna lie, I am exhausted, and I still have one more flower bed that I need to edge because the grass is going into it, and so I don't know where it ends and where it starts, and it's starting to look really ugly. So I have one more flower bed I have to edge, but I'm gonna wait on that one because I need a break. Here's the peony hedge right here. So glad this is done.